We're back to political punditry now, and this is a feature segment. And you can tell because I'm not sitting reading the teleprompter as I was during the news. I'm standing, and occasionally I'm going to look down at my notes to show you I've taken some notes in a conversation with an expert before this broadcast. I'm also standing at this glass table. Now, this glass table is your guarantee that this is modern political coverage, perhaps even postmodern. Now, we're not going to have a round table discussion because the table's too small. It's built for one. We're not going to have a political panel because, frankly, I don't want to share what's called screen time or air time with anyone else. No, I'm going to introduce a series of clips from interviews conducted by my producers with renowned experts whom I don't know. And I'm going to do the voiceover in such a way that lets you know you're getting deep, thorough political coverage. Note this, political pundit, just so you don't have to do much thinking about the issues in this election, we've found a pundit with the ubiquitous bow tie. Now, by ubiquitous, I don't actually mean it's everywhere, just on political pundits. And this one is also keyboarding furiously. The pundit, not the tie. That's how we found him in his office. Notice we have a candid shot here. This pundit is barely aware that he has a room full of television equipment and people and a camera trained on him. That's how focused he is. And this pundit lines up on the negative side of the issue. Look, I'm opposed, but not everyone's so sure. This veteran of political wars is of a different persuasion. You can tell since he's in a turtleneck and shabby tweed jacket. This expert has written a book. He keeps it on his bookshelf. The real issue is how all this is going to affect people. Ordinary, hard-working people. And I can tell you, they're going to get hurt. Now, these aren't the sort of people you encounter regularly. They aren't the kind of people you want hanging around your neighborhood. They aren't even people that I know, but I can tell you they're going to get hurt. Our pundit has raised the effect on people, and we've gone out to get shots of ordinary, regular people going about their business. These are the people effects, or they might not be. We don't know. We just went out and took random shots. But this story obviously has economic implications. Why else would we be showing you construction sites, cars, and storefronts? Perhaps this will affect wages. It could be gas prices or rubber. We want you to know that we've looked into every aspect of these issues. Unlike the two former pundits, this expert is from the business and economic side of the issue, and you can tell by the striped suit and straight tie. We've seen what this will do to jobs and the economy. No new businesses will locate here. If we're not careful, we'll slide right down the Laffer curve and out of the jurisdiction. Harsh words indeed, and ones we're not going to let go by without thorough analysis. An academic now, with his viewpoint. This expert is not from the left or the right politically, and he's not a business lobbyist. You can tell he's busy because we've caught him in his office talking on the phone. Notice the degrees behind him and the pictures with famous people. Neither in tweed nor a pundit's bow tie. Not in business pinstripes, but he is in an ambiguous combination of business suit and open-neck shirt. He's concerned about the facts. We've been studying this issue for a lot of years. About 14 American states have tried the measure, half have dropped it. The results are a bit ambiguous. Among the half who've dropped it, the results are very similar to those for 2/3 of the states that have kept it. About 6 European countries are considering the measure, but they don't have the demographics that we do, so I'm not sure there's going to be a lesson there. In the end, the voter is going to end up with a dilemma, a juxtaposition, if you will, and where the voter comes down on that issue is going to determine the results of this election. And there you have it. Just to let you know this isn't anything to get too worried about, I'm going to end with kind of an ironic and whimsical tone in my delivery. Now, you've seen the pundits. You heard from the experts, probably saying everything everybody knows about this topic. But we still may not know exactly what to think. And there may be some surprises down the road during this campaign. You can rest assured that when there are, I'll come back to this table and introduce more pundits. Until then, good night.